This is from RAB Audio, and this is their GSRS, or Guitar Studio Racking System. And I think I can speak honestly with you now, right? I think we know each other well enough. My name's Tom Butwin. If you don't know me, I'm here for Premier Guitar. A piece of furniture that is actually geared towards guitar players has really made me rethink exactly how I have my studio laid out and how I do business in here. Dude, what are you doing? What? Now, I'm just looking for a pedal for this video I'm working on. Yeah, this is kind of a mess. How do you live like this? Like what? That Klon's gotta be around here somewhere. Wait, did you say Klon? You lost a $5,000 pedal in here? I didn't lose it. Maybe I did. Dude, you gotta get it together. This is robbing your creativity. Wait, what'd you say? I said this is robbing your creativity. No, you definitely did not say that. Look, I didn't mean to rab you the wrong way. You did it again! What the? Are you saying RAB? This is exactly what I need to get organized. Finally. Okay, so maybe that didn't happen exactly like we just saw, but I will tell you that I had a conversation like that with myself. And when I saw what RAB Audio was offering with the GSRS and had the opportunity to incorporate some of their stuff into my studio, I immediately thought, all right, this is a way I can legitimately improve my musical living space and get more organized and have it look cool in the process, which is never a bad thing. So again, this is the GSRS, it's the Guitar Studio Racking System. Keyword there being guitar, because all of this stuff in this ecosystem of studio furniture, and that's truly what it is, because you can kind of add on and expand in a lot of different ways, which we'll talk about in a second. It's geared towards guitar players. So when I say ecosystem, this is the smallest version of the GSRS that RAB Audio offers. This goes from here, which you're looking at, which is actually highly customizable. I set this up the way I wanted it. It came with 2 pedal shelves. You can actually get it with 2 amp head shelves if you want. I said, you know what? I want to be able to put a small combo, 1 shelf of pedals in here, and then throw the aux box on top of it, all while having a spot for cables on the bottom. This works perfectly for what I needed to work for. But if you're saying, hey, I got way more pedals than you do, Tom, I've got more amp heads than you do. I don't have any amp heads here. The options are truly endless when it comes to how this can be expanded and the different sizes and configurations that they offer. This is the smallest, the simplest. It goes all the way up through the line of GSRS units to what they call the workstation. Now this is like the motherlode, the mega desk of studio furniture. The workstation kind of gives you the works. It's got basically everything that this ecosystem of studio furniture offers. Anything from amp head storage, pedal storage, combo amp storage, a surface to work on your guitars. If you're doing setups, you could even set it up to be your studio desk. If you have a monitor, you can use some of their studio monitor isolation units and put up some studio monitors on this thing. I mean, it's really, really amazing if that's what you're looking for. But if you are not at one of the 2 ends of the extreme spectrum here we have, which is the smaller version here, all the way up to the workstation, there are tons of models in between and ways that you can take some of those in between models and add on to them if you decide you need to expand. So RAB Audio has really thought of everything here. Let me point out just a few things that I'm using that I really, really like. Obviously, rock solid, not worried about anything going anywhere here. But the 2 things, and this is, I know, sort of nerdy, whatever, I like cable management. It's just how I am. What can I say? We've got an amazing shelf and area down here for cables. Now, I'm wrapping cables properly, trust me when I tell you this, but they're kind of everywhere. They're on top of my pedal board, they're on top of an amp, they're on the floor. I now have a place where I can put them and know where they are. I'm no longer searching throughout my studio trying to find where I put that mic cable or guitar cable. The other thing is that each one of these shelves and each one of these areas has holes cut in it specifically for cable routing. So you can get really deep with routing cables through all of this and making it look really good, making it so there's not some cable mess hanging off of it, or you got to have cables draped over the front of a shelf when you don't really want to. They've thought of everything in that respect. That's not all though I have to talk about today. This is the new thing from RAB Audio. Their existing lineup provides you with studio desks, small versions of that to like command center type, you know, big time studio desks. If you have rack mounted equipment, they have stuff that you can put your favorite rack mounted equipment in as well. But I got the ProRak 48 desk. Now I have a recording desk in my studio already, but I do, as a lot of you know, I do all my editing and recording at that desk. But it's not the most comfortable sometimes with all the peripherals and things to do just straight up business or normal computing or work on guitars. So what I did was I got the ProRak 48, which has a slide out, which is super cool for a keyboard. You can put tools, whatever you want under there. And then I'm gonna have my laptop over there for just emails, business, you know, the typical just computer stuff. And move the laptop, boom, I've got a work surface now to change strings, do setups, maintain my instruments, clean them, because before, again, I'm embarrassed to admit, I was balancing them on this drum stool that I'm sitting on, trying to change strings, or I had them in my lap. It is not the best way to do it. So that's the moral of the story here. Truly, this is furniture designed with the musician, and when it comes to the GSRS, the Guitar Studio Racking System, with the guitar player in mind, which is really cool when you have a company that is obviously, you know, knows what a guitar player needs and wants and doesn't just make something that's generic and expects you to try to like shoehorn your uses into it. They've thought of everything when it comes to the guitar player who needs a way to organize their studio life so you don't lose a $5,000 pedal. That's all I have for today. Once again, my name is Tom Butwin here for Premier Guitar. This has been the RAB Audio Guitar Studio Racking System that I have here. Also talked about the ProRak 48 desk. Please check out their website. They have just an insane amount of really, really cool, rock solid studio furniture for you, the musician, more specifically, the guitar player.